Good morning from Barcelona. Today is day 1 of our new home. And how'd you sleep, Daniel?
Oh my goodness. Babies and jet lag. It's a thing. It is a thing. It is a thing.
Tell me about the blog you read last night.
I read a blog that literally in the comments section said, it was written from a dad. It said, if you're reading this comment, there is no amount of blogs that's going to fix your baby. He's just going to take a few days to adjust to the time zone. And that was pretty accurate. That made me feel a lot better about my life last night because there was no cure for what ails Dash.
How you feeling this morning though, dude?
Yeah, you woke up a happy baby? You woke up a happy baby? Like nothing ever happened? Like you didn't put mommy and daddy through the ringer last night? Oh.
Yeah, he finally went to bed at like, I don't know, 1 o'clock. Considering that would have been 6, 7 a.m. our normal time.
7 p.m.
Oh, 7. No. I'm right. 7 a.m.
No. 1 a.m. 7.
We don't know what time we're still sleeping. But when I woke up this morning, I looked at the clock. It was really dark in here. And it said 8:30 a.m. And I was like, there's no way. And I went and peeked out the window. Definitely was. So that means we need to get up so that we are starting to acclimate. So, of course, first things first, coffee.
Leche de avena with oat milk.
Cafe con
Café
leche.
con leche de
Avena.
Sí.
We're working on our Spanish.
Okay, baby Dash, are we ready? Do you have the key?
No.
No. Oh,
It's on the table.
it's on the table. Okay, we don't get locked out. All right, let's do this. Check out this doorknob here. It is not where you would expect it. Okay, and we've got this. Check out these keys. Bet you haven't seen one like that in a while, or maybe even ever. Oh no, goes right in there. What the heck? Oh, okay, well, I guess it's already locked. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, let's do this.
So technically, in American world, we're on the 4th floor. But here, no, we're on the 5th floor. But here in Europe, they count floor 0 as a thing. So we're on the 4th floor, which means technically we have an elevator which we could take, but I could use the stairs. So we're doing that.
Plus, Dash likes the acoustics. Oh, check out this outer door here. There. Oh, it locks automatically too? That's a pretty cool looking door. Okay. Going down the staircase.
The very first time we stayed in a flat in Europe, we were so confused because we were like, the stairs look so dark. But for some reason, it seems kind of standard that the lights only come on when you're actually using them. And they're automatic, so you don't have to do anything. That's cool.
A little more energy efficient, which makes sense. Not lighting up the staircase just for the sake of lighting up the staircase.
Yep.
Let's start with how you found this coffee shop.
Google.
Google?
That doesn't change just because we're in a different country.
That's important to note. And what did you search for? Did you search for latte or search
No, I searched for matcha.
Search for matcha.
Obviously.
Latte. Okay, there you go. And where are we headed?
We are headed to Dalston Coffee, which is a 4-minute walk.
Cool.
and I have it till my mom.
That's all.
Cheers! Not to mention, we just started saving like $10 a day because, well, this was only €6.
Total for both, not each. Not each, like a place that shall not be named back home. That starts with an S and ends with an S, which we don't go to anymore. Yeah.
No.
Dalston coffee, half the price of that American coffee brand.
And it's delicious. And a lot less sugary. Yay! But they're out of the veggie panini, which is the bikinis here. So, really sad. We're gonna go have to find breakfast somewhere else because we haven't stocked the flat yet with groceries.
Yummy.
This is heaven. Gosh, buddy, matcha is not for babies. All right. So as you can see, we still haven't really completely unpacked, but that doesn't impede getting to do breakfast at our new little kitchen table. And Dash is really pumped that he has his little playpen right here too. I got spinach quiche, and Daniel got like a vegan pizza thing.
After the coffee is the after coffee. Oh yeah. Right. Oh, let's see here. Oh, crap. Dropped it in there. I think it's my first time using this thing. Oh, okay. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, put my little cup up here. Let my light go in there.
Yummy.
Yeah. Oh, man. Nothing came out. I don't think that's espresso. Oh, well. We'll try again later. I put it on... these... I think these espresso cups are too small. I think. I don't know. It's just me. Is it just me? Or are they too small? Breakfast is served.
Well, you've been lollygagging around with the coffee machine. Dash and I are loving this cheese and spinach. I'm gonna say croissant. It's not a croissant. It's cheese. It's delicious. Dash likes it a lot too. Hey, boo-boo. Yeah, you're a fan. Yeah. Time for some YouTube magic daily vlog style. And just like that, I'm ready, baby's ready, and the apartment's clean. Wouldn't it be nice if the real world worked like this? Say a girl can dream, Dash, a girl can dream. Okay, now that we're ready for the day, let's give you a full detailed tour of this place, because if I had never stayed in a flat in another country, I'd be really curious. So maybe you are too. Here, we'll start at the front door. First things first, I feel like all lights in Europe just randomly turn on. Maybe that's like not a thing, maybe it is a thing. If you know the answer to that question, leave a comment below. But as you notice, the light just turns on when I come in here, which is kind of really nice. But when you come in the apartment, we have got a big, beautiful closet here. You'll notice like all of these doors are just substantial, but really pretty. So we've stored a bunch of our stuff in here, obviously. Dash's diapers that Dash baby Sherpa'd along with us on our flight are here. A bunch of quick things for like grabbing. Obviously our coats are in here. We've got some shoes in here. What I'm loving about this space that we do not have in the Airstream is just simply somewhere to store things that we use on a regular basis that are kind of out of the way that we need. So that's pretty awesome. The very first thing that you notice when you walk in are the floors. They're ornate and so pretty. I'm assuming this is like a vintage Spanish style. Who knows if that's true or not, but it's really cool. So this is our living room. You'll see we've got 2 tables, one that we're going to be using as a desk, at least we think so far. We've got a cool set of dresser drawers and a TV. If all goes well, there will be next to no reason why we would be using these. One thing that you'll notice is that our light switches look a little funny. They just are different than the way they look in the US. And I think that's just kind of normal. It feels like everywhere we've ever stayed in Europe, or really anywhere in the world, light switches are not consistent. Weird. So then we've also got a little kitchen table over here, which is pretty standard but super cute. And then we've got this awesome sofa, which Dash absolutely loves because it's great play space, right, little man? Oh yeah. Guys, that's so fun. Yeah, okay, and that Mommy and Daddy have to make sure Dash does not fall off of, because this tile is seriously hard. Okay, you want to keep showing them around the rest of the house? Okay, you've got to also look up because the ceilings are stunning. Even Dash keeps looking up and being like, ooh, that is cool. All right, coming back down, you will also notice that our big stroller has its own little home. Whether or not it will keep it there or not remains to be seen. And then I already showed you guys this table where we're going to use our desk. So I think that's a pretty good overview of the living room. Is there anything, Daniel, that I missed here?
I don't think so. I think you've covered pretty much.
Sounds about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, let's go look at the kitchen because this is way different than the Airstream. Okay, come on. All right. So one of the things that I love about, back up. Airbnb. We're renting this apartment through Airbnb, which this is not sponsored. We're not Airbnb influencers, but we've used Airbnb a lot as we've traveled the globe. And one of the things that we always do when we're looking for an Airbnb is we look for, what are the hosts called, Daniel?
Superhost?
Superhost.
Superhost, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we always look for Superhost when we book an apartment like this, because what's great about Superhost is that they're verified, and it ensures we've never had a bad experience. We've had some crazy experiences with Airbnb. We've never had a bad experience when we went through a Superhost. And this place happens to be a Superhost and an Airbnb Plus, which means it has extra amenities, which is awesome. Some of those amenities being things like having like a real kitchen setup. Like we've got a toaster, we've got a coffee machine. Under here, you'll notice that there are a full set of pots, pans, dishes, etc. You've got, here, I'll scoot you back over here. You've got utensils, which is awesome. They actually have a pretty legit weight to them. I hate utensils that are like not heavy. So it really gives you the ability to use it like you would a real apartment being stocked.
Empty drawer?
So
For some storage?
extra space. Yep.
We're here for a while, so maybe we can put some groceries in there.
Maybe. We've got a stove, which is pretty standard. We've got a little bitty oven, which I love and can't wait to give a shot.
Is there a drawer here? Is that a...
No. Oh, yeah, it is a drawer.
Oh, there you
look.
go. Okay.
More stuff for kitchen stuff.
Utensils. What do we have in there? Okay, bottle opener. And...
Yeah,
Okay,
legit.
cool.
Obviously, we haven't had the chance to cook in here yet because we just got here recently. And then we've got a vented, what do you call this thing, D?
It's just
a vent.
vented. Yeah.
For the,
Yeah.
whatchamacallit?
You're cooking.
Yeah.
Vents to the outside, hopefully.
So, obviously, you guys have heard me talk a lot lately about how much I wish we had a dishwasher on the Airstream. we have a dishwasher here in the Airbnb, which is amazing. And as you can see, we've already got a couple of dishes in here. Haven't actually used it yet, but I'm really excited about what the time I expect for this to save. And then underneath here, we've got some trash, not really all that exciting. And I've showed you these already, perfect. So then we've also got these pretty glasses that we can use. A little more storage, so nothing crazy in there. And then another thing that I'm so bummed about, the washing machine. So one of the things we've got to do in the next day or so is go get some actual laundry detergent.
Need to work on our Spanish here because all of this is in Spanish.
So Daniel and I have had a struggle bus moment or two with a laundry machine in Europe. In a series of countries, figuring out how to work these things can sometimes be a little bit of a cluster because it's not, well, in English nor necessarily super standard. So don't worry, when we do that, we'll show you. It'll probably be ridiculous. And then we've got some cleaning supplies. Since we're going to be here for 2 months, we'll obviously need those. And then we've got a super legit refrigerator. We went to the market earlier this morning, which we'll show you later, but they have these gorgeous strawberries. Dash is so excited about them. We got some really super yummy mangoes. Like, oh my gosh, all the food here is to die for. And then we got a legit really big freezer, which is awesome. We also need to go to the grocery store so that we can actually cook from home, but so far,
This is also important too, right?
yes. So
Yeah.
one of the things that isn't always a given in Europe is that you'll have AC and heating. Mostly, well, honestly, I don't really know exactly why it's not a given, but it's not a given. So this apartment does have air conditioning and heating, which is really nice because it's kind of chilly out here. It's still winter. So love that. Obviously, when I turn this on, it's in Celsius, so there's a little bit of calculation to do if you're used to Fahrenheit, but it works great. But I will say, one of the things the kitchen is currently missing is us stocking it. What's great about being, at least in Barcelona, is it's a really friendly eating out city because the prices are kind of crazy amazing, so we just haven't gotten to that yet. But let's take you to the bedroom. Ta-da! All right, so this is our little bitty bedroom, and considering the size of our bedroom normally, it's really not quite all that little bitty. They actually had this crib already here and available for Dash, which was amazing. And Dash has had a lot of fun playing on the bed in here. So as you can probably tell from this, it's about a queen size bed. So it's nice and comfy. Dash, are you loving your little playpen? Yeah. Do you want to get in and show everybody how cool it is? Yeah, it's awesome. So you'll probably notice that this apartment as a whole has a ton of natural light. In a second, I'll take you out to the balcony, but absolutely love that part of it. Really, we've got the lights turned on in here, but you'll notice all of the lights are set up as like side lamps, etc., because there isn't any lighting actually in the ceiling. But you really don't need them until it's later in the evening anyway. Okay, Dash, do you want to hang out here or you want to come with Mommy for the rest of the tour? You happy hanging out there? Okay, we'll come get you if you need to. So come on back. One of the things that you'll notice in our bedroom that's kind of different is this thingamadoogie on the wall. And to be honest, when we first got here, I had no idea what it was until we took a shower earlier and Daniel showed me that voila, this pops out and you can use it to dry clothes, dry towels, etc. So when I do laundry later this week, that'll definitely be something that we are going to be using. And if that's not what this is for and you know it's for something else, you can leave that in a comment below and make fun of us for that too. All right, so then coming back over to the back side of our bedroom. Well, first, let's give him a pan of this way so you can see what it looks like from that side. Ooh.
Baby Dash, you love it. Yeah. Okay, so we've got this awesome closet over here on the side, and because we're going to be here for 2 months, we went ahead and just unpacked our suitcases to make it easier to access our stuff. So as you can see, said empty suitcases. We've got a laundry basket over here, which is pretty great. We actually get to hang our clothes, which is pretty much amazing considering we never hang our clothes in the Airstream because it takes up too much space. But now our clothes aren't going to be wrinkled when we get them out in the morning. I'm so bummed about that. But you can see Daniel's got his things in the top two shelves or whatnot because he's taller than me. And then I got some of my stuff here. And then Baby Dash has his own little section there. And that's pretty much the gig on the...
Here's our little nightstand with power set up here. So you'll notice that in Spain, we've got these sort of hookups, but in England, they'll be a little bit different. So what we've got is, oh, let me get that plugged in there. This little universal adapter here that has the different outlets, which is kind of cool. Because once you switch countries, you can basically, oh, I'm having a hard time doing that with one hand, but.
I can show you.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can actually switch, and on here it's hard to, oh, you can see it on the side here. So you can see Europe, USA, Australia, and UK. And so basically it's probably not going to work with the stuff plugged in. You can scooch them back and forth. So, okay, this makes it oh, here we go. You got to press it in. Okay, so you press it in and you can see it goes back and forth to be really convenient. And be able to use it in all these different places, which
We've
is
had the same
cool.
one for years too. This is, I think we bought this one on Kickstarter originally.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool.
So pretty nifty. Okay, let's plug that back in, and we are in the EU. So let's plug that in here and moving on. Okay, so the floors in here look pretty similar, but they've got a unique little pattern. So relevant. Did we miss anything in here, D?
I don't think so. I think we've got pretty much everything covered here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then come on back to the bathroom.
Lots of outlets. These are what those outlets look like when there's nothing in them.
Mm-hmm. They're recessed.
I don't know. Oh, it says TV. It's coaxial, looks like. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another light switch here. One of the things that I do think is kind of interesting in Europe, I feel like you have to kind of search for light switches. Whereas in the US, like, I feel like a light switch would have been like right here or inside of the bathroom, which it's not. But come on.
All right, let's check out this bathroom situation here for you. Got a walk-in shower with, oh, there's a towel there, but there you go. With the rain shower head, and then you've got also another shower head there as well.
Here, I'll
So you're
sneak
getting
in here
reflection
so
in
you
the-
can see approximately how big it is.
Yeah, it's substantial. Yeah. So if you were 6'5", no issues here whatsoever. There's plenty of room.
Can we have a moment about the fact that I don't really think it's particularly any wider than our Airstream shower. It's definitely a lot taller. And this is what we call a game changer. Not to mention solid water pressure, always hot water. There are benefits of being in a sticks and bricks. Okay, so things that are cool other than our shower. So you'll notice that unlike most bathrooms in the US, it doesn't have a whole lot of like standardized storage. So we've kind of just set it up to make it efficient and work for us. We put all of our toiletries and stuff right under the sink. Got a standard sink, which is pretty cool. One thing that I do think is kind of weird about this setup as a whole is that there's nowhere for the toilet paper to be held. So we just stuck the toilet paper on the side here. Maybe we missed it. I don't know. Uh-oh. Sounds like Baby Dash wants to come hang out. Hold on, pause. Yeah. Do you like seeing yourself in the mirror, little man? Hi, Baby Dash. Hi, Baby Dash. So nothing too crazy about the sink, or really like not standard. You can see we've got like the plugs over there, like what we talked about before. One of the things that I love about an Airbnb with a Superhost or an Airbnb Plus is that you have a hair dryer that comes with. So we do take advantage of things like that, in not having to bring something like or bring a hair dryer with us, and B, this plug is easier because every time we want to use one of our USA plugs or American plugs, we've got to have one of those adapters, which is kind of a pain in the butt. If you weren't paying close attention, you might not realize that these actually do open. So you can see the hot water heater behind here and some kind of panel for something. So I guess technically you could use this for storage, but it's kind of a clever way for some hidden space for some unneeded daily things. But then the last thing is the toilet in here. So you've got a 2-button system, which you don't necessarily see in the States very often. The small button is for number 1, big button for number 2, and it dictates like the flush water pressure or whatnot. So this is the bathroom. There's another door over here, which brings us back around to the entryway. So if we decide to make friends out here, or Daniel's brother is coming to visit us in a couple of weeks, we can actually let them use the bathroom without having to go through the bedroom, which is pretty great. Okay, baby Dash, what do you think? How do you rate our new house? Is it a 5 out of 5 flamingos? Yeah! So the obvious question here is, what does a place like this cost? Because what you'll see over the next couple of days is that we are literally right in the middle of Barcelona. It's an amazing location. So if we were gonna rent this place on a nightly rate from Airbnb, it would be about $150 US a night. That being said, we're staying here for 2 months, which means that we get a discounted rate, and it's a great way to hack the system if you want to do more long-term travel. So because of that, the place is on a monthly rate that's approximately $77 a night, and that means that we're basically paying about the same for this place, and in some campgrounds, even less than we would for an RV spot. And we don't have to bring our own home and our truck and all the things. So it's really looking like this is actually a more affordable way for us to live full time than RV life even can be, which is kind of crazy.
To add some context to the pricing conversation, I Googled it this morning on Airbnb, and there are shared rooms here that are as low as $30 a night. But again, they go as high as, in upwards of $200 a night. So the range can definitely vary. We were looking for a place right in the center of the Gothic district, which is one of our favorite districts here in Barcelona. But if you were to move to the outskirts of town, definitely gets even more affordable, and it's very easy to transport into town, whether it be by bus or by train systems. They have an amazing train system here in Spain, so those are some additional options as well.
Well, and also because where we chose, we didn't need a car.
That's true, but you don't really need a car here, honestly. I think you've got Uber, just kind of like you do with the US. You've got a great bus system here. You've got the train system. You've got rental bikes even. You've got scooter rentals as well. I'm not sure who sponsors the scooter rentals, but it could be something like Uber. So there's many options to get around town. And honestly, a lot of people here just walk. Even if it's a mile to get somewhere, people are just out and about and walking the streets. And you'll see that as we get out and explore, we'll record a lot of those, those adventures.
Dash, are you trying to get a hold of Daddy?
Yeah.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah, what do you think, dude? Are you wanting to walk all over town? Yes, he's starting to walk. So he said he wants to European walk everywhere, right? You want to walk all over, right?
Dash, stand up and show us your shirt because it's so cute.
Ready? What does it say? Your shirt says, best day ever.
That's pretty great, buddy. Are you excited to be here?
Yeah. Are you excited? Are you excited? Oh, you're so excited to be here in Spain. This is your second country. US? Spain, and then we're gonna see a few more countries before this trip is over. Woo! And Dash got his first stamp on his passport.
Now that we've taken you around the apartment for a little tour, we're gonna go do some recon in the neighborhood. Ow! Well, probably after Baby Dash gets a nap. But until tomorrow, friend, if you haven't already this week, make sure you wander local, right, dude? Because as you know, it's good for the soul.